something crazy. He took me to meet his old granny. Then something fazed me. She's not like most elderly. She kept staring from behind the chips. I went to kiss her on the cheek.
Wow, good evening, St. Louis. This is your host of Sexy in St. Louis, live on iWatchRadio.com. I'm Becky Schoenig, and I have a studio full of guests this evening. Joe, otherwise known as, we're going to call you Joanne this evening, just so that we don't get confused with Joe and Joe over here. And Lashawna and Joe Hipperson.
Yes.
Wow. I'm not quite sure if I should just hand the mic over to you now.
Well, we can't really do that. It's bolted.
It's yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to grab the reins of your show.
That's okay.
No, it's fine.
I have a feeling we're going to have a show full of phone calls, so make sure you check your screen out. There are no questions that can't be asked tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
What about answered?
You can answer it however you want.
Okay.
But yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's fine. Oh, I'm in. Are you in?
Are you
good?
in?
Yeah.
You guys in?
Great.
I don't think I have a choice, do I?
Well, we all have choices.
The same thing.
We all have choices. I mean, okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I have been stalking you. I shared this right before we went live. I've been stalking these two for a couple of days, and
Which two? Me and her?
Her, I've been stalking for a few years.
Yeah.
You're now onto some new territory.
Okay. So we're your latest acquisition.
So, why do you guys not have a show yet? Like,
show.
literally, a show together. I'm wondering why you're so entertaining.
Yes, we
I
are.
watch your Ask Lashawna. I've watched
thanks.
every single one of them.
No, you haven't.
I did.
So what you're saying is you've gone to joeuncensored.com and you've seen her Ask Lashawna segment at
Yeah.
joeuncensored.com.
So I
This is the
have.
best thing on the website.
So I have a couple questions for you right away.
Okay.
Okay. One, why are you always driving?
Always, I'm not driving. And
You're the one that's always, like in the family videos and all of the
Oh,
videos
I was like, the
that you guys
Ask
are
Lashawna's, I'm not
No.
driving.
Ask Lashawna's, you're drinking something.
Yes.
Okay, but in all of the videos, you're driving.
You should answer that it's metaphoric for our relationship.
Okay, would you like to
Oh.
answer, or would you like me to?
No, I'm just telling you what you should
Just
say.
asking. Basically, one of two things. I'm a control freak, and I want to be able to say, this is where we're going, and I'm turning here, and this is what I'm doing. And I get car sick because he drives horribly. So that's
So
why
you
I
really
drive.
do drive all the time.
Seriously, I drove here.
Yes, she did. We drove a minivan here.
Yeah.
So,
Minivan.
yeah.
It's awesome.
Okay. Huh?
Minivans are hot.
Minivans are hot.
Mine's really cool.
Yeah, it's great. It's a badass Kia Sedona. I mean, it's top of the line cool. Good.
And it's been hit from every angle. So
Yes.
that's good, you know.
Well, one of these days it'll be totaled, and then what will you buy? Another minivan?
Another minivan.
Would you?
Seriously.
I missed my
Seriously.
minivan. It was totaled. I got gifts for everybody.
You did.
I did, and I'm going to bring them out. Joe, quit checking out my breasts.
No, I'm not. I was looking at your water bottle.
Okay, so I got gifts for everybody. We can open them tonight, or we can. I got you, Lashawna, a bottle
Nice.
of Menage a Trois.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's one of my
good.
favorite ones, but they didn't have the red one.
The wine's your favorite, or the Menage a Trois is your favorite?
Well, both.
Oh, okay.
But I
Okay.
like the red. They didn't have the red.
That cuts
in.
one person out, so if you guys want, I can go.
I got you
cool
some
and cry.
Moscato. the mini
little
bottle,
bottles.
so that you didn't have to measure it out. And Joe,
Yes.
Oh my god, that's really good.
It's all right.
you can either thank me or whatever later.
I will. I am a complete sellout, and I would just say right now that there's nothing better than the morphine in a bottle that is American
What?
honey.
That just sounds disgustingly gross to me.
It is.
American honey?
It is.
Yeah.
No,
disgustingly gross.
no.
Yes.
This is.
I have
genius. In fact,
glasses.
I'm
Did
gonna-
you want one?
Him and our friend Dan can drink that like it's water. Like seriously water.
But I'm not like an alky or anything. I'm not.
I
I'm
didn't
not.
say that. I'm the one, right? Because I have wine every night.
You do.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Right after my show came up, you guys posted, hey, if you're looking for something sexy, you've never seen anything sexier than my wife Lashawna and I.
I didn't post that.
I did.
He did.
Okay.
Well.
Okay.
And you wanted to come on the show.
Yes.
I had you scheduled, and you said I got to check my calendar to see if I can find a babysitter, and then I never heard back from you.
Okay.
So what happened?
We didn't get a babysitter, obviously.
And you just never called me back. You never IM'd
When
me.
was
You
this?
never.
This is a while back.
This was
Oh, we
a
were
while
supposed to do a
back.
show a while ago?
Well, let's just say it was in the talks,
Okay.
and then somebody.
What you're gonna learn real quickly is that you gotta come to me.
Okay.
Because he doesn't plan anything.
No,
he
I don't.
Follow through with anything.
Oh, I
It's
don't.
all me.
That's right.
Seriously.
I have no follow through on anything.
I mean, his
and
best friend calls me because he's like, okay, are you guys busy? Are going to do this? Joe says we're going to, but Lashawna, are we really? And then I tell you what we're doing.
Okay, so go.
Absolutely right. No drive, no follow through, no nothing. Everything I do is just completely false. What? My God, really? Jesus. I mean, no. First, I mean, look. All right, I'm not. It's not. I'm not going to make it weird.
You guys have actually been married for 10 years.
Yes.
This May 22nd, we hit 10 years.
It seems much longer.
10 years. So I was having this conversation with a friend, and it wasn't you, dear. Sorry.
You have other friends?
I know. I do every once in a while. Kelly Lamb's trying to take your place, I think.
All right, Kelly, we've got to have a little chat. That's not going to be happening. Okay. carry on.
But we were having this conversation that if marriage were like a business contract, people would approach marriages differently.
I would make more money.
Well, it's all like if you signed a 5-year contract
Yeah, but what would the
once you
mo-
got married. Would you renew your contract the next 5 years, and what would you change? So you've been married for 10 years.
Right.
Would you have renewed your contract? And, like, because legally you're married. So,
I think
so
we
if you renewed your contract, would you have negotiated different things into your contract?
She asked you. She didn't look at me.
I'm looking at both of you. It's both of you.
Oh, I know. But
I would have definitely renewed my contract.
Okay.
You better say the same.
Well, no, I
I would just be like, all right, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no. I would renew the contract, and I can't think of much I'd want to change.
I would, I've won, and it just comes to my head right
Yeah.
now. When we get in an argument, okay, this would be in my contract. If we get in an argument,
There's nothing sexy about this conversation.
I should be able to have at least 10 minutes to myself. Maybe to masturbate, but at least 10 minutes to myself where you have to, no matter what we're talking about, no matter how heated it gets, that I can walk away and just get 10 minutes. That's
It would be more exciting to announce later, or at least tease we're going to announce the winner of the Cardinal tickets that they're giving away tonight. That would be more of an exciting topic than me giving you 5 minutes to master.
I said 10.
It was
10?
10.
Well, you know what?
But
That changes
here's my
everything.
question. Here's my question, though. In the argument, you're having a very heated argument, and you went 10 minutes by yourself.
Right.
Oh,
What-
we don't even want to go there.
I was simply going to ask, would you take those 10 minutes to masturbate? Would you be in that frame of mind
No,
where you'd be like, okay, hey,
Really, just to piss
I need to
them
connect
off.
with myself.
I'd be like, hey, you promised in the contract I get 10 minutes. I don't care what you hear behind that door, I get my 10 minutes. I might do that just for fun. And then I'd come out and be like, oh, I'm all flushed, I feel good now.
See, that's salt in the
Stress
wound.
relief.
That's salt in the wound.
Yeah,
Totally. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan. No, see, I don't know what you won't get into, but I'll say anything, all right? And I don't mind. It's just the way I'm going to do this.
Okay.
See, that whole thing of her, you see, the special time with yourself to spite me, that's one, that's twisted. And two, the thing I don't get is you have, on occasion, in really bad traffic situations, I've been in the car, realizing I get 2
Bad
hours.
traffic. I'm wondering, okay, wait a minute, where is this
Yeah,
going now?
I masturbated in the car.
You
That's
haven't?
funny.
Well,
Oh, I have.
we were like driving down the highway yelling at
You
each other. And I was like,
haven't?
give me 10 minutes. Hold on.
No,
I just
it's-
gotta have some time.
No,
Can you hold the wheel?
where I'm going with this is I'll have like a 2-hour trek to get from point A to point B, B being home. So I'm on my way home, and you say, hey, we're going out tonight, right? We have a whole big thing. We're planning on going out. So I realize, yeah, you know where I'm going.
I totally-
Yeah, I'm on my way home, and she's getting herself all primped and ready to go. And I realize this means she's got like 5 hours to get ready. I get maybe 5 minutes when I get home because I get this 2-hour traffic situation. On my way home, my phone keeps going off. And I start getting photographs sent to me to entice me.
Okay,
for-
first off, our kids are with your aunt, and she's watching this. Do not let the kids watch this.
No, for real. We're not showing photographs, and I'm not going into any detail. I just
A
said
warning. We're putting
Okay.
a warning
No,
out there.
seriously.
I get photographs of enticement on my ride home. Right now, in order to make this, you see, what I would renew in our contract is trust, and I have a little bit of trust in your end in me. I mean, come on, really, seriously?
I trust you.
Then trust me to say this without anyone understanding and everyone understanding.
Okay.
Follow?
Yeah,
Right.
seriously.
So I get photographs of enticement. And then after I get the photographs of enticement, I get all excited myself about the enticing photographs. Then, about 10 minutes later, as I'm still driving, I ask, hey, why no more pictures? Come on, let's go. And I get told, I've completed my end of what was necessary after the enticement. So on my way home, I realized, oh, she completed her end
But
of the
you guys were
enticement.
fine. We were
No,
going
wait.
out.
Wait a minute, you masturbated
Now, you see,
before he got home?
I didn't say
You were
that.
sending
But
the
it's, not like,
photos?
but it's not like we couldn't do it again.
But
Like, he's
still.
acting
And that
like-
is the thing. That is the thing.
I would-
Men, I'm going to say
And we
it.
Say
weren't
what
going to
you
be
want.
together until
You
that
could-
night anyway.
She may have wanted to sneak off into another room with you later
Okay.
on. And if she would have waited till you got home, you guys did your business then, and then got to the party, you may not have been ready to get snuck off into
That is
another
a
room.
very big risk to run, right? Okay, and you're running it on a risk. You're running it on an uncertainty. And what I'm saying is, there's nothing better than the double standard of marriage. If the roles were reversed, not that she'd be in a car for 2 hours and get really excited about pictures, I would send her of enticement. I mean,
I was going to say
no.
that.
There's nothing. No, there's.
Yeah.
It's too scientific. Even when it's ready to go, it's too scientific looking.
I like it. I think yours is pretty.
Whatever. Well, thank you. No, my point
I was going to
is.
say, I know we have some rules.
My point is that if we had a big night, we're going to go out, it's going to be a lot of fun, and there was enticing conversations happening, titillating things on the way home, whatnot. She gets home, and I say, hey, guess what? Man, jacked it like a mother right before you got home. It's great. Hey, let's go out to dinner. Don't worry, I'll be fine later. She'd shut down. The night would be ruined. If you came home, and we had a big night planned, and I told you I had done that.
Okay, but what's the difference between you and I? What's the big difference?
We have different
Multiple
parts.
orgasms.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Okay, fine.
I mean, there's
fine.
lots.
Fine.
So I'm sorry, men and women will never be 100% equal.
So
Oh my gosh, I've said that so many times.
I just okay. I understand, but I can't. I'm allowed to be okay. My renewal of the thing, right?
Uh-huh.
The
I
new
will
contract.
I will understand that there will be.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to.
a-
Oh, okay.
I'll understand there'll be a difference in the standards, right? But can you allow me a little bit of my own unhappiness at the reality of that? Can I be allowed that? Or am I?
Yes, you can
That's
have
great
that.
because it seems as if I'm not allowed sometimes to be unhappy. I'm not allowed to be a little.
Well, no. Men are just.
What?
No,
Men are what?
They're not supposed to be unhappy. We can have our mood swings.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Anytime that we want to. You guys are just supposed to be there to take care of us.
You know the problem between men
And
and
he's
women.
supposed to just listen.
Yes.
Just
No,
let me blurt out, why didn't you take the trash out? And then I'll be fine.
Yeah.
The biggest problem. One of
But
the
if
big.
you don't let me blurt it out, then later on it's going to be even bigger.
I'll blurt this out. Men and women, here's the difference. All women, right? Okay, and I'm not being all chauvinistic or male. I'm just putting it out there because I feel as if the corner that you see me and I'm being backed right into. To me, you want your cake and you want to eat it too, but then you blame the guy who served it to you for giving it a fat ass. You follow me? Right? You want everything, and then it's our fault because we gave it to you. And even if it goes wrong, it's still our fault because we allowed you to do it. Women want their cake, they want to eat it too, and then they blame the chef because their ass got big because they got to eat their cake and they had to have it too. I hate that.
Are you
I
saying
can't
I
stand
have a
it.
big
Blame the chef for
I blame the
everything.
chef.
No, no, no.
I was gonna say,
Everything.
we blame the chef for
But
everything.
that's fine. Well, my point is, I worship and adore. I
That's
worship and I
perfect.
adore women. I live in constant fear.
Women, you mean me?
I live in constant fear of her shadow. I mean, just her in general. I fear the fact that I'm going to make her unhappy like you wouldn't believe. It's true. It is so true.
No, it is.
I could be a complete... I'll be a...
So you could really probably write the contract any way you want
Yes.
and figure out how to just get him to sign it.
For
Look-
the most part, but he won't follow through with it.
Yes, I would.
We've said before that, like,
Okay, so just like kids, they have repercussions if they break the rules.
Oh, marriage punishments?
I mean, it can be written in
What,
the
shut
contract.
downs?
any
Shut
way you
it
want,
down?
yeah.
Sealing it up? That kind of a
So
thing?
if he doesn't follow through,
scary eyes.
I'm sorry.
if he doesn't
Hold on,
follow
hold on.
through
Let me do my
on the
dreamy eyes.
contract, what might one of his punishments be?
Did I really have scary eyes
I'm
just
gonna
now?
spank you.
Well. Now we're back to
And
the
is that a
enticements.
punishment?
Well, it depends. See, a good spank's great if it's welcomed. I mean, if you're looking for it, right? You just can't
I
walk up to
will
somebody-
agree with that.
Yeah.
When you're walking around with the wooden spoon or the towel
Mm-hmm.
and you're just walking by and snap,
Yeah.
no.
Well,
That
okay.
pisses- that
But it's
pisses
but
me
that's
off.
not
fun
meant-
to be the giver. I like
Huh?
doing that.
What?
I constantly
So you'd rather be
do
the
that to
spanker
Mama.
than the
Than the
spanky.
spanky.
You want to be the spanker? Is that what you want?
No, I like both. I
Well, I
like
know.
both. But I spank you all the time.
It's different, yeah, yeah. But the spank that I'm speaking of is more of a hey, dim lights, we're spanking. It's wow.
Yeah.
You're talking about just in general. I mean, she calls them. I call it marital abuse. I call it physical abuse. She calls it her 1-2s, where she'll practice on me. And 1-2 is basically